Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to Making Connections. This is your girl, Allie. As you can see, I'm still getting things together for today, but I hope everybody's doing well. You guys know we are here every Saturday at 12 noon and also every Monday at 2 p.m. And this is the first show of the new year. Happy New Year, Alan.
Yay, woohoo, we made it. God, I'm
Yeah,
so glad 2020 is behind us. I'm so glad.
You and me both. So some of you have heard this name a lot, Alan. I'm gonna ask Alan. I'm gonna text Alan. I'm gonna see if Alan can do this. And so he is the magic behind the scenes. So Alan, introduce yourself and tell them who you are, even to SIBN.
Well, I'm Alan, and if you really want to know a whole lot about me, just go down to the post office. I'm sure my picture's on the wall. It'll give you all the information you need, okay?
Yes.
No, seriously. And I
No,
apologize
seriously,
for
it
the
probably
lighting.
is.
You caught
No.
me in the back office, and it's a little not as bright. Um, Boy, where do we begin? I was born in a lowly log cabin. Um, okay, Allie. All right,
See,
I'll
this is
straighten up
why
everybody because if I don't, Allie will get on me later.
this is why we keep Alan behind the scenes. He thinks he's on the comedy show. But here,
Oh
hey,
no!
this is 2021. Bring us in on a light note. There you go.
There you go. See, no. I have. I'm a blessed man. Um, I have been the person that was able to put SIBN together way back. We'll be 11 years old in April. We'll
Mm,
be 11 years old.
very
And so
cool.
I've had a lot of opportunities to meet a lot of great people, including your host here, Allie. Allie, we've been together 2 years,
2.5,
two and a
maybe
half.
3 years.
Yeah, yeah. And you tolerated me that long? I know it has been a chore at times, and I won't even talk about the editor that is keeping a close eye on us right at this very moment.
I see
Um,
her back there.
yeah, she's something. But it's been fun. It has been fun. But man, I'm glad 2020 is behind us.
Oh yeah, we faced a lot of stuff in 2020. And
Mm.
so, that's what this show is kind of about. Just want to come on. First of all, like I say, wish everybody a happy new year. I know 2020 was something else, but, I hope that you kept the faith. I hope that you're excited about what's to come in 2021. I hope you put some plans together. And, even if it didn't, get accomplished in 2020, don't throw the plans away. Keep working them so that you can produce and manifest whatever it is God has given you. So, and just like Alan, I mean, tell us about when you first started. I mean, how
Oh
much did you
man.
know about radio and TV?
Wow. It was a disaster. All right, I'm just being honest about it. My background, I had 9 years of television, brick and mortar television before SIBN was even thought of. And at one point, I had my own radio show, I had my own television show in land based broadcasting. And so somebody came to me. I'd had an idea that I wanted to create a place where everybody could come and work together. And somebody kind of took it one step further and said, well, why don't you throw television in there too? And so I'd already had that broadcasting background. So I said, well, I'll give it a thought. So we took off. And at that time, we did not even have a reliable computer. Think about that. We're thinking about doing internet television, and we
No.
don't even have a reliable computer. Okay. And, but a lot of very good people came in from different directions, and we started it, and off we went. And we did television for a couple of years. Then we brought radio into it, and now we've got both plus Roku and some other things that will be coming off here in the first quarter of the year. And so,
Yeah.
which Allie is going to be very much a part of. She just doesn't know it yet. Uh
You heard it here.
huh. Yeah,
Uh,
Allie's going to be part of it. She just doesn't know it.
but and that's how I kind of felt when I was starting. I was like, what am I doing? I don't even know 52 people that I can have on the show. Because we do this, and now we're doing it twice a week. So
Hmm.
everything progresses. Nothing starts off. And I mean, even now to this morning, I was like, Alan, I'm not doing this anymore. Didn't I say that?
I heard a rumor, and I also heard a rumor that you're coming out with a third show. So I don't know what
Oh yeah.
to make of it.
Somebody's confused somewhere along the way.
Hmm.
But and that's like even with making connections. We started off with just the radio platform. And I say radio is cool because nobody really knows what's going on in the background. I can still have
Thank
my
God
hand
sometimes.
in curlers and all that kind of stuff. And so, and even when I started with a co-host. And so, nothing bad about that. Just scheduling and you know getting guests and things. We just it wasn't working for both of us. So here I am now, doing TV, doing it by myself, and so things progress. But like I tell Alan, I do like this platform because I like being able to interact with the guests. When they're on the phone, I mean, it's cool, but you can't really see them and see their, you think you hear them smiling, but it's different when you can see their face and you can kind of, joke around and stuff like that. And so I definitely like the TV platform because it's just more interactive. And I just, even the things that Alan knows, trying to do promo videos and things like that, all that stuff is new to me, but it's exciting. And so we've done a couple promo videos, and Alan tell you, I'll be like, can you do this? Well, can you add this right at the minute? He'd be like, now Alan, we go on in 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you do it so well. You come in nervous and I don't know if I can do this. But as soon as that camera's on, you do fine.
Well,
You
thank you.
absolutely do fine.
Well, thank you, and that's partly to you too, because I know you got me behind the scenes. You gonna make it. You gonna bring it together for me.
Oh, you're gonna do it one way or the other. Yeah, that's true. Kicking and screaming if we have to, but you're gonna do it.
But again, we just I wanted to come on today because I just wanted to say thank you for all those who listen when we were with radio. Thank you for those who watch. Thank you for those who go back and look at the replay, even if you're not with us live. Thank you for those who comment on the videos and share the videos. This really is an exciting time, and I'm even finding more and more value in this platform, more and more value in using my voice, and more value in the connections that we're making, because we like to bring people on who can encourage you, and everybody's in a different place. So we have different types of guests. Sometimes we just want to have fun. Even before we play like name that tune and different things. We haven't done it in the TV platform yet, but we used to do it on the radio and things like that.
Hmm.
So, you know, we always try to keep progressing. We always try to stay, with what's going on in the season and in the country and, in people's lives so that when you come here, you get an experience. When you come here, you leave uplifted and encouraged and know that hopefully you've received something that's going to help you keep going along the way, right, Alan? Is that why you do this, Alan?
Oh, every day. Yeah. But I watch, and you've got uh, a physical fitness people that have come on. You have a cooking and health person that comes on. You've got all these different people. So it's not just a couple of talking heads,
Right.
but you've got, sports and fitness, and you've got health, you've got all these things. And, and you do a good job with it. That's why, I just kind of sit back and watch because I'm like, okay, what direction is she going to come from next?
Well,
What is going to happen now?
what is she going to do in 2021? What is she going to try?
Yeah.
And I like even like our I'm excited about our 3-year anniversary because our 2-year anniversary was still radio. And we had a DJ that was playing the music and stuff, and I'm trying to text him like when to come in and things like that. So I think it's going to be even more dynamic for the 3-year anniversary when you can see him on the screen and it's set up and everything. So we're going to have a good time. We like to do giveaways. We've given away t-shirts, little bags that have making connections. We've given away like jewelry and candles and just all kinds of stuff because that's one thing too. We are givers. Now, I can say you may not see my face in the community as much as, you might like, but I do like to promote community events. I do like to promote the people who are out there in the community and out there on a weekly basis. And so, I definitely like having programs so people can know the resources that are available because sometimes when you're going through stuff, you forget that there's help out there. Sometimes you don't know which direction to go to get the help, but hopefully through these programs, you hear something that will spark you and be like, oh, well, I can call her or I can call him. And maybe even if they don't know this part, they can connect me with somebody else because we're all truly a network, you know, and each person or each, platform has their part to play. But because we're connected, what I don't know, Alan certainly knows. What what Alan doesn't know, I mean, but Alan does this for multiple shows. It's not just making connections. He really stays busy producing shows all day, every day.
See how well I got her brainwashed? Most of the time I'm back here with watching TV or something.
See, well, I'll
Our
take
TV.
it. No, I'm just
But
playing.
anyway,
I know better than that.
oh, come on. Yeah, we have a lot of shows. We have a lot of shows, and
So, what
a
are some
lot
of
of them
the
stay
other?
with us.
What are some of the other like type of shows? Is it
Well,
coaches and finances or?
let's see. We have a life health show on Sunday afternoons with a woman that's been with the Veterans Affairs for probably 20 something years as a host. We have a show that comes out of Chicago on Tuesdays at noon,
Oh
and
yeah,
that
that's a good
one
show.
that one is something because we have 9 co-hosts, all of them women. So you can imagine what a zoo that is. Now,
Wait a
come on.
minute. What are you saying?
And
How
then
come
on
you went
Wednesday
out on it?
mornings, we have another show that comes in. We have a co-host, well, a host who is in her 70s. I'm not sure which end of the 70s. Could be the lower end or the upper end for all I know. And she does a show with us on Thursday nights, and she's also Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 8 in the morning and 8 at night. She does a little
Oh wow.
pick me up, cheer you up kind of program for about 8 or 10 minutes. And so we have a lot of things. We've even got sports programming now. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. It's been something.
Yeah, so we say all that also because yes, this is the Making Connections show. We're here, like I said, every Saturday at noon and every Monday at 2. But guess what else Allie has? Allie has a platform. Allie has a network. She has a
She does.
station where she has the opportunity to allow someone else, somebody like you, somebody listening today, who is trying to figure out, how do I get my story out there? How do I get my message out there? How do I tell people about my products? Connect with Allie. Make a connection with Allie. Hey, you see how I put that together?
Very creative.
Uh, and you can be on the Making Connections network, for you get 30 to or 60-minute airtime, and you're able to just do flow in whatever your gifts are. And I'm excited about that because I know what it was like when I wanted to branch out and stuff, but I didn't really know the connections. I didn't know if I was worthy. I didn't know if I had really had a message that was people would listen to. And so I definitely want to entreat you because as you're seeing here, there's so many different shows. You don't have to do the same show anybody else is doing. If you want to tell us how to crochet, I would watch that.
Knit one, pearl two. I'm right there with you.
I mean, it doesn't have to be like anybody else. Just like now, there's a sports show, cooking. We have a lady that's going to come on, one of our health and fitness experts who's with us every first Monday. Her name is Carrie Ann, and she did like a smoothie on the show. So sometimes she shows us different foods, and then we're going to have a cooking show in February, the first Saturday in February, trying to give you guys some hints how to make that little romantic dinner for Valentine's. And so you definitely want to tune into that. So see, we try to keep it relevant. And of course we talk about domestic violence and breast cancer, different diseases, and just bringing awareness to things. So that's what we're about. We just want everybody to know that you're not in this alone. You don't have to know every step to take. Just make sure you take the first step, right?
Well, Allie, let's go back to the station thing for a minute. All right. You were saying a few minutes ago that maybe people don't see you as much in the community and that type of thing. But you made an investment. You made an investment into the community. And when I say the community, I mean the cyber community is worldwide.
Right.
But you made an investment into the community with with the station. And that station, folks, if you're out there, and you're wanting to do something different, because look, the last few months, have all come to realize the internet is here to stay,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be far more than it ever has been before.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you have a show, and what am I saying? If I know they're out there because I see the numbers. Okay.
Right.
So for those of you who are out there, uh, if you've got ideas for shows, this is the woman to talk to. All right. And she's got this platform, and it's an open platform where you can come in and bring your shows, bring your programming, bring your ideas, and she'll help you. And she knows full well a lot of things. She doesn't give herself enough credit, folks. I'm going to talk about you for a minute.
Wait a
She
minute.
doesn't give herself enough credit. She knows what's going on and how to do a lot of things. But more importantly than that, look at the name on the bottom. It says Making Connections. So she knows if there's something that she can't answer, then she knows, hey, call me. Lord, I get people that call me at all hours of the day and night. Yeah, and that's because we're around the world.
Right.
And I'm gonna come all the way on out here. Yes, I own SIBN. I have for almost 11 years. But I'm not one of these guys that sits up in the ivory tower, drinking mint juleps all day long or whatever.
Right.
I get right into the trenches with people, and I work with people the very best way I can. So they know that they can call me,
That's
and they
it.
know that I'll do the best I can to answer their question, or else I'll find somebody else who can.
Hmm.
And but making connections is a very, very good platform to get involved with. Because all you have to do, talk to Allie, say, here's my ideas, here's the days and the times and the whatever that I want to broadcast. She'll work it out with you. Yeah, she will work it out with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because, I know from my experience when I first started, I didn't really, excuse me, I was given the opportunity, but I didn't really know how it was going to work. So, I'm one of those people who try to give you as much information as I can before you get started. Like, okay, this is what I do, this is how I get guests. This is how you should schedule it. This is what you should tell your guest. You know, flyers and things like that. Do you have opening music? If you do or if you don't want that, but or if you want something that's your very own, like I did, I went to one of my friends. His name is Marlene on Facebook. He is Morgan James Peters. You can look up Groovaladas. You can look up Polysonic Studios, and he created our opening theme. So he created the theme for this show and the show that's going to launch in January. So again, we have the connections. We can, if you need some music, we can get you there. If you're an artist, we have a lot of artists on. We've had Lena Michelle, the R&B Empress. We've had Nakia. We've had we've had a lot of artists on. And so even if
Hmm.
you're an artist and you want to share your music, if you're we had Lady Z, she's a violinist. She's also a businesswoman. So a lot of us wear multiple hats. So first part of the show we talked about being a musician, and she played some music for us on the show. We've had a couple of the singers to sing us a little couple bars of their music. So, that's what I'm saying. Think out of the box. It doesn't have to be just about coaching. But if you're a musician, if you want to teach people how to play the piano, if you want to teach people how to play the guitar, and you need a platform, we're here for you.
And it's a lot of fun too.
And then you always have your comic relief there with you. So it's always it's always fun. And another thing I'll say about Alan is like sometimes I'll come to him with an idea or something. I'll be like, "Well, can we do this or can you put this together?" And he'll help me cultivate it to where it needs to be. I
Mhm.
just have to bring something raw, and he's like, "Well, have you? I'm not telling you what to do, but have you thought about doing it this way?" So, truly, as you go on and you're doing your shows and things like that, you will develop into, your purpose. You will develop the program the way you really see it in your mind. At first, you got to piece things together. It's like a puzzle. You get this piece, you put this piece here. I don't, yeah, we didn't have music for what? I don't think we had opening music for like 2 years because I think
It was close.
we um we let our music drop, our theme song drop on our 2nd year anniversary.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's right. That's right. I
so
remember
we didn't
that.
have theme music when we started, see? So and then like flyers, we I didn't do flyers at first, so everything is developing, and I'm making connections with people who are able to help me and I can help them along the way. It's
Yeah.
exciting.
It's a regular kumbaya kind of thing, you know?
Oh yes, yes, we have some come to Jesus meetings sometimes too, but it's like anything else, anything. If you're trying to write a book, you got to put the time in. You got to put the chapters together. You got to put the words on paper or you got to type it on your computer. You got to do something or the book is never going to be published, right? So it's
That's
the
it.
same thing. You got to start somewhere, and I guarantee you, anybody who publishes books, if you read their first book and you read their 101st book, it's different.
Oh, it's very
The flow
different.
is different, the understanding. So don't worry, don't be scared. We can develop and go and move and go from level to level. Trust me, it happens.
Happens a lot. And, we even have station owners that come in and they don't have any programming behind them. They may have their show or perhaps one or two others, maybe, and they come in the door, and we provide all the programming for them to get started.
Yeah.
So, it's not like you're concerned about, oh, I've only got one show and I don't know what to do with it. No, because we'll help you pull things in and blend things around you.
Yeah.
And so, that way you look good.
Hmm. And and Alan can even introduce you to other radio, station owners and
Mm.
show hosts, because I've met several of them, and some of them came on the show and gave us a shout out for our anniversary, and
Do you remember the anniversary lady?
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell y'all that story another time.
Okay.
but
I won't say anything. She's
but
still with us too.
yeah. And also, Alan has done technical training for us, programming, taught us how to sell our stations and, not sell, I don't want to say sell, but
Mm.
really make people realize that there's an opportunity here.
Add ingredients to the mix.
Add ingredients to it. That's very nicely said. Good job,
There we
Alan.
go. Yeah. Hey, look, I can think of something every once in a while. But no, the
Well,
school's doing well. We've created a school, and it's all about internet broadcasting. And we're going to get very serious about that school this year, starting this month. And but it goes into all aspects of internet broadcasting, all the way from the technology side, all the way out to the promotional side, the business side, everything. So yeah, we
yeah.
do a lot of things with that.
So, truly, I just want people to, I mean, tap into this because it's something. I mean, being digital, like he said, in this day and time is critical for your business. I was talking to somebody about doing a show, and, she had somebody she was going to talk to, and they were like, well, this particular business wouldn't be interested in that. And I'm like, well, this business doesn't realize what it's missing out on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can even say for restaurants in this season when you're needing, you don't have customers in your store, you can do online products, you can do online cooking classes, you can do online, a recipe of the month. I mean, I'm saying you got to think out of the box.
Yeah, and the beauty of that also, people say, well, is there really anybody out there watching or listening, depending? And I can tell you that we have been contacted by a person that has a church at the foot of Mount Everest in Nepal, right? And he's in Kathmandu, Nepal. He wants to put a station there, by the way. But he's in Kathmandu, Nepal. Now, I'll be honest, all right? And I'm probably going to kind of target my date a little bit here. The only things I ever heard about Kathmandu was Bob Seger's song back in the 70s and a Eddie Murphy movie, The Golden Child. What was that? I guess in the 80s or 90s. I'm not sure when that came out. And but that was the only thing I'd ever heard about Kathmandu. and yet here is a fellow, and I didn't know him. He contacted us.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously somebody in Kathmandu was listening, and we've had people from Pakistan, we've had
Yeah.
people from Russia, we've had people from the Vietnam, Cambodia area. I mean, all over the world, and they're just communicating with us.
Yeah. And I
So
mean,
they're obviously
you'll
listening.
see some of your stats and things like that, and it's like Switzerland, Nigeria, and different places
Yeah.
like that. And you're like, I got viewers here,
Mhm.
I got listeners here, and I mean, you don't even have to worry about the numbers. They're gonna come if you provide the content. That's
Mhm.
the first start.
Yeah.
You got to be out there providing. Somebody is gonna listen. Somebody is gonna be impacted by what you have to offer.
Allie, you got people in Russia that are watching. And I'll tell you, it's funny about the people like in China, Russia, Japan, because what I didn't realize until about a year or two ago is that what they're doing is they're logging in and they're watching programming like yours and other people's because they're learning English
Mm.
off of these programs.
Oh yeah.
And then I started thinking about, I thought, Lord, when I did my radio show on this thing for like 2, 3 years, 4 years, however long, I hope they weren't trying to learn the English I was speaking, because you're liable to hear a mixture of inner city Detroit and mountains of West Virginia come out of me at any point in time. There ain't no telling.
That's funny. But listen, I didn't have anything to do with the election. They might be watching the show, but I didn't have anything to do with it, okay?
That's it.
Oh gosh, but that is exciting, and I mean you get people, and I mean the programs are there. And so, I had somebody reach out to me the other day about a program I think we did like a year ago. They were like, I watched your show, and I was like, I didn't do that Saturday. And they was like, no, I think it's like past. And I was like, oh, okay. So your content is still out there and you're still relevant, whenever people need it.
Yeah, your content is from the very beginning is still right out there now. And but the internet is growing. I mean, think about this. You've got CBS, NBC, all the big name, brick and mortar broadcasters that are selling all their small little stations here, there, and all over the place so that they can pull enough money together to make a big impact on the internet. Everything is going internet. There's nothing you can look at that isn't.
Yep.
Everything's going internet. Lord, look at Amazon, and all these people who, think of, years back, if you were to tell me, okay, go on the internet to people that you do not know, place an order, tell them what you want, give them all your credit card information, tell them your name, your address, your phone number, your credit card information, and then expect that a stranger you never heard of and do not know is going to come knocking on your door a few days later at any given time that you don't know exactly what time. Could be day, could be night. And give you the item that you just don't. I mean, come on. I mean, that sounds like an old-fashioned okey doke. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. Give out all that information.
Yeah, and I mean, like online banking and like restaurants, everybody's sending you to an app. If you want all the good discounts, you got to go online to the app. You can get a discount in the store, but if you go online, if you use the app, you get another $10 off. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up, well, not grew up, but I mean, my initial years in broadcasting, I was in the engineering side of a land-based television station. And so at 2:00 on any given afternoon, I would take a tape, usually an old VHS tape or something like that, and I would push it into a machine, and I would see it come up on the screen. So, I had direct hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, somebody sends me a file that I don't even see other than the fact that it's labeled and has an MP3, MP4, whatever at the end of it.
Right.
I don't see the file. I send it off to our server system, which could be in California, or it could be in Florida, or it could be in Georgia. I don't see it.
Or all three.
And we have servers in all those areas. And so then I go on and I go into a computerized schedule system and I put in the date and the time and sit back and to be honest with you, hope for the best, because I don't see anything.
Right.
Nothing. I'm pushing buttons that correlate to those programs, but of course I'm not doing it now, but and I don't see anything. So you're like, man, the internet has gotten to that point.
But it's going to SIBN, it's going to Facebook, it's
Mm.
going to Roku, it's going across the
Periscope and
country.
Twitter and yeah.
So,
And not only to the SIBN pages and groups are in those locations, but individuals as well.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And it makes it out there exactly on time. Now, how? I mean, I am amazed. I am absolutely amazed.
I know it. Well, we're actually, since we're talking about that, we're going to take a quick break, and I just kind of wanted to kind of do it's a small recap because, like I said, we do 104 shows a year, so I couldn't show every flyer or anything like that. But I just kind of wanted to let you see what we've been doing over the past. I think these are most recent, like just 2020.
Yeah,
And
there's
we'll
a
be
few
right
of them here.
back.
All right.
Time to make a connection. Yeah, right. Time to make a connection. To be where we wanna be, we need to come together. Drop in some knowledge, bring the people together. Time to make a connection. Yeah, right. Time to make a connection.
Hey, everybody. In case you're just tuning in, welcome to Making Connections. This is your girl, Allie. And to my left, maybe you're right, you see our station owner, Alan Chaffins. And just kind of wanted to run that by. Like I said, we couldn't show everybody's flyer, but I wanted you to see the different types of programs that we've had. Like I said, we've had musicians, singers, artists, we've had therapists, we've had coaches, and even in coaching, there's so many different. There's life coaches, there's financial coaches, there's health coaches, there's disease coaches that deal with diseases. And even with that, we have breast cancer awareness shows, domestic violence. Um, we do meditation. We've had health fitness experts. Two of the ones that come to mind are Unity Zoom Yoga and Taylor Riley Boxing. I like to promote them because they not only they have a location in South Park area now, but they do virtual as well. And then sometimes they do on site like hiking and different things like that. But then they also help in the community. There was a Jace's Journey that they participated in. Whenever they hear about people that are feeding or making boxes, putting boxes together, those two are, quick to be community oriented. And so definitely, we have fashion. We had a fashion designer, Dale Scott. She is my favorite. We've had people with boutiques come on and show us some of the clothing and items in their boutique. So it's all kinds of stuff. I enjoyed the interview we did, and I think at the time it was still radio. I would like to do another TV program where we went to the local college and we spoke to a couple of people there at the college. That was a fun interview to do. So, kind of want to, get you out in the community a little bit more 2021. And another thing that we always forget about, we think about the fire department, we think about the police only when there's a problem. But we've had them on as well as guests, and they do things in the community too. They try to make note in the community of, what's needed, whether it's food, whether it's clothing, whether it's toys, whatever it is. I mean, they are there to serve and protect. But like with the fire department, if you need fire, what are they called, Alan? Fire alarms? Yeah, the fire alarms, the monoxide, alarms,
Oh, yeah, okay.
call the fire department and they can come and install it. So they are doing things. So even helping out your local fire department, your local soup kitchens, your local uh, police department, because they're trying to be out in the community and make a difference as well. I know we've had all kinds of things going on with the police department, with um, Black Lives Matters and things like that this year, and Black lives definitely matter. We do send our children out different than most people. A lot of people don't like to acknowledge that, but we have to think about a lot of things before we leave the house, before we allow our children to leave the house, and then we pray that they return. Um,
And pray hard too.
because it's a lot of stuff out there, and if you haven't experienced it, you just don't understand it. And so, we're trying to bridge the gap. We just went through Kwanzaa, and Kwanzaa is all about community, helping everybody to be prosperous, really digging into self worth and knowing who you are. And so, like I said, we just wanted to let you guys know that we are out here and we are trying to bring to you what you need. Maybe there's a show, maybe there's a topic that we haven't discussed, and it's something you think is pertinent. I'm very open to ideas. Contact me. We are on Facebook, we're on Instagram. You can contact us there, or you can contact us at 980-389-6826. You can call or text that number. You can send email to info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com. We're open. We want to make sure that we're providing you what you need. And again, um, we like to do giveaways and things like that. So I'm pretty sure a New Year giveaway is coming. So stay tuned. And one of the things too we like to do is, like, right now there's a apple a day challenge. The Hicks Orchard, and Hicks Orchard is where it's in New York City. I'm not around.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You got some hicks that own an orchard in New York City.
Now listen, listen. Yes, they are the Hicks, and they have an orchard, and they are in New York City. And they're having a challenge, a 31-day challenge, and it's an apple a day challenge. And this kind of kicks right in because this Monday is the first Monday, and our resident expert, Carrie Ann Lawrence, will be with us. And her topic is kicking the fast food habit. So, incorporated into that is the apple a day challenge. And what it is I thought it was just eating an apple a day. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. Well, they want to challenge you, like when you want some potato chips, or you want a piece of cake, eat an apple instead. They're also promoting movement. Like, we're starting off, they said, just like 10 minutes a day with movement, walking or doing something. And hopefully by the end of the 31 days, you'll be up to 30 minutes of movement per day. So again, I'm going to put the link in the description, when I post this. Registration is still open. Join us on this 31 day journey. And the hashtag is hashtag Hicks apple a day. And so I definitely wanted to talk about that. And of course about Unity Zoom Yoga and Taylor Riley Boxing. And that's it. Just Green Living is our program coming up on Monday. You guys know again, like I said, there's different ways of doing this. We have resident experts that are with us once a month. First Monday is Carrie Ann Lawrence. She is a health nurse practitioner. And on third Monday, we have a new person starting this year. And I haven't announced the name because we want to announce it on the third Monday. And on the fourth Monday, we have with us James Thompson. And so, even with talking about the platform, maybe you're not ready to launch out into your own station and do weekly, you feeling a little stressed about that. But you say, well, I can dedicate myself to one time a month. We have that as an offer as well. You can even be a sponsor of Making Connections. I don't want to leave anybody out. If you want to just be a sponsor and yeah, we'll promote
Come on
your business
down.
or your organization. Exactly. So Alan, before we leave, what do you want to happen or see happen in 2021 for this entire network?
Oh Lord. Well, um, first off, what would I like to see happen overall? Is everybody get past themselves, get over themselves, and start working together. Realize that we're all human beings.
Right.
All right. Yes, I have a deep respect for all cultures, all races, all beliefs. I have my own personal beliefs, yes. But, beyond that, we're all human beings. There's no reason why we can't find some way, some place that we can start,
Yep.
And begin to work together. What do I want to see for the network? Well, we have a lot of areas that we're expanding in this year. The school, we're bringing the magazine back out. We're going to be doing a lot of promotional things for the stations. So we're going to actually begin to work directly with the station owners to help them expand their stations. Because the whole world is out there, and clearly we see a lot of numbers come in the door. We have people from Europe, Asia, Africa, North America, South America. We have people in all those areas that are watching and listening. And so it's time to expand and promote them.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We're all building and we can all do it together.
Yeah,
We can
kumbaya
all,
and all that there,
what'd you say?
I said, yeah, kumbaya and, all that stuff.
Kumbaya, come by here.
Uh-huh.
And so, but truly, I'm not here just pushing because Alan knows, it's not about the money for me. He'd be like, what are you doing? I'd be like, we'll talk about that later.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really about offering people an opportunity. And, even if you just want to be a guest, you're not interested in having a show, and you just want to be a guest because you have information, you have a product, you have an organization that you want people to know about. Maybe your organization needs volunteers. Maybe your organization needs administrative help. Come tell us about it because if nobody ever knows, nobody will be able to offer the help. And so, and that's one thing that we always talk about with the community projects, like with the police station and things like that. Your child may have been in need for the Christmas holiday, but maybe you're somebody who can give during the Christmas holiday. Your organization is able to buy 20 bikes to be given away. Whatever that is, make it known, so that we can just continue to grow because still COVID is not over. We got a little ways to go with that, but we still need to help one another because people are still in need.
Allie,
And
I got to stand up for a minute. My light just fell.
Go
One
ahead.
of my big spots just fell. Hold on. Go
You're
ahead.
fine. And so we are all still just, I mean, my need may not be your need, but we can all help one another along the way. And so that's what we're about. We're about making connections to the resources you need, to the information that will encourage you to keep going on. And it's out there. So definitely, heck, we're like Google now. I mean, Google don't have nothing on us. We have somebody that can help
Wow.
you along the way. So, um, definitely. So I'm excited, and I'm excited about what is to come. And so, Alan, thank you so much for being with us today, just to kind of give people some more perspective on how this works, and really letting them know that their voice is not just going to this one screen and nobody's hearing it. Yes, your voice is being heard. Your story is getting out there.
We are living proof that what they said in Field of Dreams, the movie, is true. If you build it, they will come.
Amen.
And here we are almost 11 years later as living proof of that.
Truly. And we are still building. So there's still more to come. So we're gonna have one more little short break and we will be right back.
For being such a wonderful listening audience, whether you were listening live or on the replay. And don't forget to like our Facebook page, Making Connections with Allie and Shay, so that you can get notified every time we go live. Do you have a burning message to share with the audience? Contact Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com with your topic idea and your message to be booked on the show. And if you're an inspirational speaker or a motivator or simply seeking a platform to share your message, contact Miss Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com to be considered for 30 to 60 minutes of weekly airtime right here on the Making Connections Network. Again, contact Alicia Johnson at info@aliciajohnson.com. That's info@ALYSSIAJOHNSON.com to be considered for 30 to 60 minutes of weekly airtime, your own radio show right here on the Making Connections Network.
That's it. You heard it. This is your girl Allie. That's your guy Alan. Wait a minute. Other way.
One of these ways, hey,
He's there. He's around.
I'm everywhere.
So, Alan, I'm going to do you just like I do all my wonderful guests. What would be your last words of encouragement for people? Either something to inspire them to walk in their purpose, something to inspire them because they might be going through sickness, just something to keep them moving until we can come back and give them more.
I would say that first off, no one's here by accident. Everybody has a purpose.
Mhm.
And, there was a quote, and I'm trying to think of it offhand, and that is, yes, says, a man must do whatever he can, a man or a woman must do whatever they can until their true destiny is revealed.
Ooh,
So,
ooh.
I'll give you something to think about.
Hey, that's pretty good. And that kind of brings me back to the thing that I tell parents, they get aggravated with their kids. They want to play football. Now they want to play baseball. Let them do it until they find out what it is that they're really good at, what it is they're really passionate about. Maybe you'll start a program and you'll be like, I don't really like this, but hey, Alan, I kind of like what you're doing behind the scene. How can I help you, behind the scenes to
Come
produce.
on down, please.
We need some more techies behind the scenes making it happen so Alan don't have to work so hard. So I mean, but you might find that your niche is somewhere in here, and you will. And you might find people that you can collaborate with. Just like for making connections, we have those guest experts. So if I'm sick, I can't make it. Hey, I have a guest expert that I know that can carry the show
Mhm.
and do what they need to do until I get better. So, we are a family. We are growing. We are producing. We are, taking this thing to the next level in 2021. Get on board because this train is truly moving and it's going places. So, come on. You can, all those places that are viewing, we can have guests from those places. They can connect in. Where I can't remember where that one guest was from that I had. Was it? Do you remember?
We had them from England and Ireland because they
Yeah,
were live on the show with you at
yeah.
different times.
So see, come on, we can do this and we can do it together. But hey, we are making connections. We're here every Monday, 2 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. In January, just a couple weeks. Well, we're in January, but just in a couple weeks, we're going to be on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. It's going to be a different name, but it's part of the Making Connections network. You see?
There you go.
So definitely follow us on Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to be busy this weekend uploading some videos to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our guest experts. Carrie and Lawrence coming up Monday. You do not want to miss it. Kicking the fast food habit, but it's not about what you can't have. It's just about incorporating things, that are good for you. As you drink more water, you will want less sodas. But she doesn't tell you can't have any sodas. It's not like that. See, we're trying to encourage you. So we don't want to take things away from you, but we want to add to your life. And that's who we are here at Making Connections. Again, Alan, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly.
You are welcome anytime.
Complete with the falling lights and everything in here.
Hey, we the real people living real life.
That's it.
And whatever happens, the show must go on.
That's it.
So you guys follow us, keep abreast of what's going on. Don't forget, we got some exciting things happening. I'm trying to figure out who the guests are, but I can't remember right now. But I do want to let you know about the cooking show on the 1st of February, first Saturday, because again, she's going to be giving you little helpful hints, like if you're trying to get ready for your little Cupid, your little date on Valentine's Day. So it's going to be a love date type show. And I'm sorry, I can't remember who the other guests are for January, but I got them lined up for you, and it's going to be exciting. So follow us. Make sure you like and follow the page so you can get the notifications. And until next time, as always, Alan, you have anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
So until next time, we're leaving you with love, positivity, and good vibes. Happy New Year, everybody.